tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cuffed and stuffed me in the trunk. Next time I won't get so. Why, son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet. My parents' couch, tried to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that door. What? No more. Kick that girl out in the street. Next time I'll be more discreet. Why, son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Well, they'll get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Takes a part of me, something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves as steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby. The Eagles at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they get a more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, that's just...
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Now a run. Here's the 1st-round pick from April's draft. He's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 5-yard line.
Back to throw, Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Bowers. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And down to the 19-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second down, here's Barkley again. They find some open field here. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing is Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 7-7, our score after one. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. On third down, Barkley. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they were able to give up the field goal, and they were able to try back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did it on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he floated one out there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. A give out of the gun to Genty. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Throwing now is Geno. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, it's Genty. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
Smith now to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 10. To throw is Smith. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got his target. That's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll look down and inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And running with power here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 123 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because
Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
At the 42-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
For another Eagles. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Barkley looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Second and goal from the 1. Another try for Barkley. And this time he is in. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that one too far in front, he couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's second and 10. Now Geno. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Geno now to throw. Oh, he's got it in wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Vegas, first down.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Smith. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go. Check 58.
Throwing again is Smith. And that one too wide and incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Gino going to hand it to Genty. And caught up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making a play.
They like what he owns. This is
to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Looking to throw. It is caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
63.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Raiders. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made at about the 38. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
The kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. They'll start on the ground with Jinsey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And remember, this is a running back that fumbled on the previous drive. Unfortunately for them, nothing came of it. And I think when that happens, sometimes coaches can lean a little more on forgive and forget. So he's right back out there and running again.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Jahad Campbell. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they got to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing?
Here comes the pressure, and the Eagles get there to block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fights loose. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Braden Mann in punt formation for the Eagles.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to do a nice, long, soaking hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's Smith. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They snap it to Smith.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Throw is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Call it no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Smith. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And that is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and he's just trying to play through.
Jamal Adams on his safety blitz, too fast to handle. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Over the middle, hits up with a tight end, Bowers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. A run out of the gun with Genty. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw, Smith. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew McCurdy. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball, his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as well. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. It's Barkley on the counter. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Here's 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Raiders.
Smith's going to throw it. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Smith. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Smith to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll go. Here's Ginty. This is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Down to a knee goes Hurts, and that is going to be that. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Eagles, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.